Welcome to some Pandemonium, Tron. I hope you're excited to get down some big creatures. Let's get those Pandemonium triggers going. Oh, yes. As far as opening hand goes, yes, I already kept on it, but I do like the hand a lot because we do have Urza's Tower and Urza's Mine. We got a mountain, and then we also have Faithless Looting to dig a little bit deeper, so sounds like a plan. The only thing we are missing is Pandemonium, so hopefully we'll kind of either draw into that off the Faithless Looting or hit it somehow. And then hopefully we do hit get Tron online. That'd be a lot of fun. Ooh, drawn the expedition map, beautiful, just like we drew it up. Let's go to get the Urza's Tower down, get the expedition map down, and then anything else. We're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. Our opponent did get down a Blood Crypt with the Grim Lavamancer, so we might be playing against Jund. Kind of depends on what they've got going on. Might be some sort of red-black burn. I know that's not really that popular, but I've seen a couple different builds with it, with Bump in the Night or whatever that one card is with Flashback. Alright, opponent's going to go for Thoughtseize. We'll see what they take on this one. More than likely it might be Thought-Seer, I would assume. Yep, there we go. And it looks like we are playing against Jund once they get down that island, so should make for a good matchup on this one. Now, the only thing we do have to watch out for with the playing against Jund is Maelstrom Pulse on the Pandemonium. So if we go for like, well, they can't do it in instant speed, but if they could, because we get down Leveler, we're going to have to exile our library. So if we have like Pandemonium on the battlefield, and then they go for the destroy target enchantment in response to the Leveler entering the battlefield, and we'll have to exile our library, and then we'll lose the game. We don't get to draw a card. Ooh, well, we actually don't have to crack the expedition. We'll draw them to Urza's power plant. Let's go ahead and get the Urza's Mine down. Well, actually, if we go, no, that'll keep us off Tron. Let's go and get the Mine down. I'm okay with that. We'll just go and leave up the expedition map at this point right now. Anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. So if we want to crack the expedition map, we go for Urza's Tower. We do have Ulamog in here. That'll allow us to, if we get down a second Urza's Tower, that'll give us 10 total mana once we have Tron online, so we can go for the Ulam. We'll have enough mana for Ulamog. Alright, swinging in for 1. And then our opponent did get down Scavenging Ooze, so we're looking at Thought-Seer getting exiled. Not the end of the world. We're not running a ton of creatures in here, so I don't really have to worry about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and go for Urza's Tower. If we're going to go big mana, that'd be a good way to kind of take care of Jund. Let's go 1-2. Love the Forest our opponent's rolling out there. It's one of my favorite Forest arts over there. Alright, let's go and grab that Urza's Tower. Goes into the hand. Get the power plant down, and we draw into another expedition map. Alright, let's get that down. And we're going to go and go for Endbringer. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, get that down, and then, you know, we're on. Actually, let's get the expedition map off that last mana. We are looking out for something like Terminate. That would be something that would be bad for Endbringer. We'll see if they have Terminate in there or not. More than likely, they're rolling Jund, but we'll see what's going on. But yes, welcome to Pandemonium, Tron. This is, if you don't know what Pandemonium is a 4-mana enchantment that says whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. And it actually counts for both of our both sides. So if our opponent casts like a Tarmogoyf that's a 4/5 or something like that, they'll have a Pandemonium trigger for 4 that they can choose to spend however they want. Alright, opponent's going to go for the Faithless Looting. And it's always, I love playing this deck because it's Tron. So they see Tron most of the time. Well, green-red Tron used to be pretty popular, but now it's like green-black or white Tron. But they go for some hand disruption, and then they see Leveler sitting in the hand, and alright. What's going on over there? Let's go to get the, do we need to get the Urza's Tower down? We can pay 2 mana to draw a card. We're going to get to untap during the untap step. Let's just go and draw 2 cards right now. Let's draw a card. Kind of, I'd like to get, you know, getting Pandemonium down is a really easy way to win the game. Let's go for, I guess we'll get the Urza's Tower down, and then we can untap next turn. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright. Kick it back over to our opponent. So this is going to allow us to, we can go for the expedition map. At this point right now, we're just going to go and leave up expedition map instead of cracking it. That way, if our opponent does get into some sort of, you know, ghost quarter or something like that, and they destroy one of our Tron pieces, we'll have an active expedition map to make sure that we can find that other piece to go for that. Our opponent does get down a Bloodstained Mire cracking to go for an Overgrown Tomb. We'll see what they're going to go for. Now with the Endbringer, it's pretty cool. 1 damage target creature or player. Uh-oh, we got Liliana the Veil. Okay. Let's see what they go for. They go for the -2 ability. Instead of going for the card draw ability, we can deal that 1 damage to target player. And what that's going to do is we can allow us to get rid of Liliana, and we don't have to worry about them keeping it up there. Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's go and deal 1 damage to target creature or player. Do that up top. and then we can redirect that over to Liliana, and that'll take care of Liliana. Yes, we're going to redirect. And then we'll have to we'll lose Endbringer, but it's not the end of the world. Yes, we'll sacrifice Endbringer. The main thing is they do not have enough green mana to exile at least a couple of our creatures. Now, once they do get to their next untap step, they'll have a 4/4 Scavenging Ooze, which will be a little bit of a clock for us. Drawn to another mountain. Okay. It's going to get the mountain down, and then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. So unfortunately, we're kind of flooding out just a little bit, but you can see where you know, this deck can be pretty explosive sometimes. You know, our opponent's sitting at 13. Let's say that we do rip Pandemonium. We can go for a Leveler for 10 and close the game out from there. So you can definitely have some turns to where, you know, if you don't see Pandemonium in your opening hand, you're just waiting to draw into it. And once you finally do find it, you can go for it and get a really nice win like that. All right, opponent goes for Liliana the Veil. Super secret backup Liliana. Let's go and get rid of a mountain. Got a bunch of them. It's okay, we can send that to the graveyard. And then once again, they don't have enough mana for the Scavenging Ooze activation. So we'll go and let this swing in for 3. Buy us a little bit more time. Alright, swinging with the Scavenging Ooze. See what we draw into. Draw into Tormenting Voice. Okay, I'm A-okay with that. Let's go ahead and go for Tormenting Voice, discarding one of the mountains. If we can go to our main step. There we go. Alright, Tormenting Voice. We'll tap the power plant, tap for 1. Discard one of the mountains, and we're just going to go and hold on to Leveler 2, because if we hit Pandemonium, we definitely need that. Okay, Reality Smasher and Phyrexian Soulgorger. Okay, so let's go ahead and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be Reality Smasher. Do we want to get the Soulgorger? We don't need to get down the Soulgorger. Yeah, let's go and get the mountain down. Let's go for Reality Smasher. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then tap the mountain down. So we're going to be able to push past the Grim Lavamancer on this one and take care of the Liliana the Veil. Alright. Yeah, we'll go for Liliana. I was thinking about maybe swinging in our opponent, but they're ticked up to 4. That's a -2 right there. They're going to be able to take care of Reality Smasher, so we'll go and come in hot on that one. Alright, take care of Liliana. Anything else? Yeah, Phyrexian Soulgorger, Leveler. No, we're good. I'm going to go and pass the turn. So we are pretty much, we're primed for a win. You know, if we can draw into if we hit Pandemonium next turn, we've got Soulgorger and Leveler. We did get rid of the second Liliana, so we don't have to really worry about them making this discard a card. Unless they, oh, I was going to say, they got another Liliana, but they have Terminate. Okay, not the end of the world. Go for it. Have some fun. And like I said, we're just going to hold on to the Expedition map. But yeah, we're just basically one Pandemonium away from going for a Leveler and a Phyrexian Soulgorger, so always feels good to get those triggers on the stack. Alright, they're tapping out for one more mana, exiling the Reality Smasher. Sure, go for that. They're going to go to 14 and then swing in for 3, which will put us down to 9. Well, actually, the Grim Lavamancer coming into the red zone. And what do we draw into? Warstorm Surge, I think. Do we have enough mana for that? Let's see. Let's go for Warstorm Surge. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2 off the so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be Leveler. Actually, if we simply just go Phyrexian Soulgorger off the Phyrexian Tower, that's going to be 8, puts them down to 6. We'll have the Phyrexian Soulgorger to block on Scavenging Ooze. If they want to spend it a little bit more next turn, yeah, let's go and go with that. Alright, send the 8 up top. It's going to put them down to 6, and then anything else we're going to go and pass the turn. So if they want to spend some removal next turn, taking care of Phyrexian Soulgorger, they can. If not, then we'll be able to cast Leveler next turn and go ahead and close it out. But yeah, you can see where you simply just top deck something like Warstorm Surge, and you get to deal 8 points of damage for 3. It feels really good. I love it. Alright, opponent's going to go for Tarmogoyf. And see, this is the difference between Warstorm Surge and Pandemonium. If Tarmogoyf had come down, they would have been able to deal that 6 damage to us up top. So that would have been a little complicated with the Grim Lavamancer over there. So usually if you're going to go for a Pandemonium win, one of the things you do want to do is make sure that you have enough to kind of close it out in that turn. Or if you're playing against a deck that doesn't have a ton of creatures, high impact creatures like Tarmogoyf or something like that, to make you lose the game off your own Pandemonium. But there's some times where you just simply just have to, hey, if they've got it, and kind of go for it. So, which makes the deck kind of fun. All right, opponent scoops it up. I think our opponent remembered we had Leveler in the hand. Let's go over. Okay. Whew, okay. Sorry. I just It's just whenever an opponent goes for hand disruption and they see leveler, it just makes me laugh because I know they're just like, hey, that's not good. Why do you have that in your hand? That's not something you should have. Do we want to bring in all his dust? Yeah, I think I like all his dust. We might be able to hold on to. Hold on to that. Let's go and bring in Orbs of Warding, too, because our opponent did have a lot of hand. You know, it is 5 mana, but maybe we can get it going. Smash the Smithereens, Lightning Bolt, Guttural Response. We could bring in Relic of Progenitus if we kind of want to fight against Tarmogoyfs. I do like the Faith of Saluting. I do like Tormenting Voice. Phyrexian Soul Gorger, unfortunately, is going to be pretty prime fodder for Inquisition of Kozilek, but we'll see if they end up taking that out or not. I do like leaving in the Warstorm Surge, so we've got 2 cards to cut. Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's back off 1 leveler. I really like Wormcoil Engine and Endbringer in this one. I like Ulamog exiling all the creatures. And let's go down on 1 Soul Gorger. Okay, so we've got all his dust, Orbs of Warding, and then we cut 2 of those. Yeah, I think I like that. And, you know, we could bring in Relic, but I kind of like, we don't want to dilute our creatures too much, so let's go and ship this one over to game 2. Okay, welcome back to game 2. As far as our opening hand goes, yeah, I like this. We've got Power Plant Mine. We don't really have Tron online. We don't have Expedition Map, but I don't really want to mulligan past this because this is some good value creatures. Thought Not Seer, Reality Smasher, Swing In. I do like that. And we'll see if our opponent, they are shocking, so we might see some early hand disruption turn 1. Inquisition of Kozilek. Sure, go for it. Take that Phyrexian Soul Gorger. Adios, muchachos. But yeah, it's when you play the deck, and actually, I'll kind of explain my very, very early build of the deck here in a second. Alright, see what we're drawing to. Drawn to Tormenting Voice. Let's go and get the power plant down. Anything else? We're going to go past the turn. So yes, my early build of this deck, I use Pandemonium. I use Cloud Post as the original mana base for this. And I used a card called Mirrorworks. I think it's called Mirrorworks. It's like a 5 mana artifact. And look at our opponent's swamp over there. Looks great. Love it. Love the old school borders. But yeah, Mirrorworks. So whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, what you can do is you can pay 2 to make a copy of it. And so I would use that in addition to Cloud Post stuff to where you could make copies of, you know, something like Phyrexian Soul Gorger coming into the battlefield, getting a bunch of those going. I'm just going to get the mountain down. Now we have Tormenting Voice. We're going to have to discard a card to draw 2 cards, which I do want to because I want to hit Tron. So we can get down Wormcoil Engine. That'll really help us kind of skirt past Jund. I guess we get rid of Endbringer. Yeah, I think I do. Tap for 2 red, get rid of Endbringer. We definitely need to hold on to Urza's Mine. Alright, Expedition Map, and then, ooh, Pandemonium, beautiful. Love it. Alright, anything else? We're going to go past the turn. So we did draw into Expedition Map. We can get that down next turn and crack it, which will put us on Tron for next turn. We did draw into Pandemonium, so if we can set up our turn to where we can maybe get a Pandemonium win in 1 turn, we can go for that. Our opponent does have Dark Confidant on the battlefield, so hopefully if their life total gets down a little low and we hit something like Leveler, we can exile our library and win the game from there. We'll try our best at least. Our opponent does flip a Tarmogoyf off that Dark Confidant trigger, so they'll put him down to 14. Alright, opponent is going to go for Inquisition of Kozilek, so more than likely, in fact 100% likely, they're going to take Expedition Map because it's the only thing that they can take with that, so they have to take that one. That's unfortunate. It cuts us off Tron, but you know, if we do hit something like Eldrazi Temple, we'll be online for Thought Not Seer next turn, so maybe we can, we'll see if they roll out the Tarmogoyf. We might be able to snag it or something like that, but more than likely they're going to be getting down. Okay, we're going to see Tarmogoyf coming down. Now, some of the outs out of this right now, we do have All Its Dust. We don't have the mana for it, but if we do draw into it, it's something that we can start working towards to kind of get rid of all these creatures on the battlefield. Okay, opponent swinging in for 2 is going to put us down to 18. Let's see what we draw into. Hit a Urza's Tower. Wonderful, beautiful. Let's go and get the Urza's Mine down. Kind of slow roll that tower. Anything else? Yeah, we can't get that down. We're just going to go and pass the turn. So now, once we get down the tower, we have Tron online. Probably going to go and go for Wormcoil Engine. That way we can... they did flip an Overgrown Tomb off that Dark Confidant. That way we can at least get that on the battlefield. If they have some sort of removal, they can get like Terminate or something like that. We'll at least get those tokens on the battlefield. And then we can at least just start chump blocking on Tarmogoyf to gain that life and start going from there. Alright, opponent does get down a Scavenging Ooze with, let's see. We do have 2 creatures in the graveyard. We have Phyrexian Soul Gorger and Endbringer, so have to watch out for that. Alright, opponent swinging in for 6, going to put us down to 12. And then, let's go and get that tower down. Tower of Pain. Let's go for it. Reality Smasher. Okay. Let's go and get the tower down. Now, if we had another Tron piece, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 total mana. Yeah, I think I do like, I mean, we could technically go Pandemonium followed up by Thought-Knot Seer. So if we do that, they exile 2 creatures. Scavenging Ooze makes it a 4/4. We can blast the, they can cast another creature. I think I like going for that. We can chump block on Tarmogoyf if we want to. That puts us on Reality Smasher next turn, or Wormcoil Engine up top. Yeah, let's go and do that. That's kind of explosive. Let's do that. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Let's get out Pandemonium. Yeah, and when they crack the Bloodstained Mire, it's going to put them down to 10. If they want to shock, and that'll put them down, it'll kind of make it a little bit easier for us to kind of maybe close the game out. I think I like that. Let's go Thought-Knot Seer. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to enter the battlefield, and at this point, we're going to go and take care of Scavenging Ooze, because worst case scenario, I mean, the best case scenario is a 4/4, and we just keep that that life gain off the battlefield. All right, so we got Thought-Knot Seer coming down. Let's go and take care of Scavenging Ooze, and then we get to exile a card from our opponent's hand. It looks like they're going to go for Terminators. Okay, that's fine. Go for it. All right, leaves the battlefield. And then, yeah, we're going to take that Liliana for sure. There we go. All right. And then I think, yeah, we still take care of the Scavenging Ooze. All right, anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn over to our opponent. Now, they will be able to swing in for 7 next turn, which will put us down to 5. We do have, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 total mana. So we can at least go for Reality Smasher. An opponent did flip a Thought Seize off that, so sure, go for it. They're going to lose 2. Puts them down to 7. So in fact, we might be able to close it out simply from the Pandemonium triggers going off that next turn. We'll see if they want to go for it. Get rid of that Thought Seize too. Yeah, so if they don't swing in with Tarmogoyf, that's going to leave us open for Reality Smasher. It does have Trample and Haste, so they're going to have to do something with that. That'll be an extra 2 damage up top off the Pandemonium trigger for 10. This is where it makes it fun. That if you roll Pandemonium out, you can't close it out. You're kind of like, okay, all right, you're in top deck mode. Are we going to lose? And then you try and see if you can win. You know, right now, if we top deck a Leveler or something like that, we can go ahead and close it out. All right, let's see if they're going to swing. All right, let's swing it in for 7. That's going to put us down to 3. They don't have any red mana up, so we don't have to worry about Lightning Bolt or anything like that. But I think, so if we swing in with Reality Smasher, yeah, I think we actually have it with, no, excuse me, they're going to gain 1. Ooh, Phyrexian Soulgorger. Beautiful top deck. Okay, so let's go and go. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be just enough for that. Yeah, let's make sure we got it right. 5 and 8. Okay, yeah, let's go and go Phyrexian Soulgorger. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. That's going to be 8 up top. That'll be just enough. We have just enough mana for Reality Smasher too, but we top deck that Soulgorger. All right, they're going to gain Exile card. Okay, go for that. And that'll be exactly just enough to close. Oh, man, I love playing this deck. Jank does win, man. Good game, buddy. But yeah, you can see we're getting that Pandemonium. You can close it out with some really janky creatures like that. So, hey, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.